Alright, today I'm going to be replacing the passenger compartment air filter on my 2022 Chevy Colorado. Now this filter is also referred to as the cabin filter, and the process I go through here today is going to be the same or very similar on a lot of other vehicles. As I go through the replacement process, I'll outline variances that I've seen in other vehicles in case you're performing this job on a different vehicle. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This one should be quick and painless. Okay, if you have aging eyes like I do, I'm going to do you a little favor here. I'm going to zoom in on the recommended maintenance interval chart. Alright, so we need to access the glove box, or technically behind the glove box, so we'll get in there through the passenger side door. And the first thing I'll do is talk about some variances. Now, on some vehicles, mine doesn't have it, but you can see there's a hole here, and there's a dampening mechanism, and you can tell if you have it, because if you drop your glove box like that, it'll open more slowly, okay? It's probably a higher trim package than this vehicle has. So mine doesn't have that, but if you do have a dampening mechanism, then you'll need to look for it. And on a Colorado, probably on other Chevys, you're gonna find it here on the right-hand side. You can just pop that out, and that'll allow the glove box to open more freely. Now, on some vehicles, it's as easy as compressing the sides of the glove box itself. And you can see there's a stopper here, and it's the same on the other side. But this glove box compartment is really rigid, okay? And so that's not how we're going to remove this glove box today. And then I'll also share that on some vehicles, there's a stopper up above. And sometimes there's a tab that you can kind of pull off to the side and allow the glove box to fall open, and then you can pull it out. And then there's other instances where I've seen that you've got to remove the stopper up above. So look at the top and see what's preventing the glove box from opening, okay? On this vehicle, as mentioned, it's on the side, but we can't compress it because this glove box compartment is just too rigid, okay? Okay, so if we look on the bottom side of the glove box itself, we're looking for a couple of hinge pins, okay? And there's one right there. Okay, we're going to pop those pins out, the one on the left and one on the right. All right, if you take your fingers, you can tell that one side has a head and one side does not. So what we'll need to do is take a flathead screwdriver, and we're just going to wedge it in on the head side, and we're just going to twist that and pry the pin out, okay? Just like that. Okay, you can see this one also is going to come out to the right side of the vehicle. So I'm just going to take my flathead screwdriver, get it up in there. I'm trying to show you the shot, and I just twist it. That's it right there. Now that's going to allow the bottom of this glove box to pop right out, and we'll be able to twist the glove box compartment out of place. Okay, we'll just remove that and set it aside. Okay, and this is what we're looking at right here, and we're just going to compress these two little side tabs here. I'm trying to show you that a little bit. And that's going to allow this to flip forward. Okay, just like that. Okay, now you'll notice airflow. So you want to take note of that because when we put the new filter in, we want to match that. So in this case, the airflow direction is down, which makes sense, okay? So we'll just go ahead and pull this out. Alright, let's take a quick look to make sure we got the right part. This one happens to be a Wix WP10192, and this filter happens to have antimicrobial protection, which is one of the reasons why I went with this filter. Now you'll see these, some of them will be carbon infused, and you'll see they're manufactured by Fram and AC Delco, all sorts of brands you can purchase for these. But you can see there's quite a difference in color here. Now my truck has about 28,000 miles, so I'm over by a little bit. But not a tremendous amount. And again, we'll want to look for the arrow indicator. Okay, so this is going to indicate the direction of the airflow, and on this vehicle it's going to be down. So it's going to go in just like this, okay? Typically when I replace these cabin filters, I do like to wipe down the inside of the box. This one's not real easy to get to, so It's not necessary, it's just something I like to do. And I can tell you that the fan is right there. So that if that ever goes, that might not be too difficult to change, okay? Okay, again, just verify your arrow pointing down. We'll slide this into place. We'll grab our cover, snap this on. Incidentally, I assume if you're watching this video, you already know that the cabin filter is responsible for filtering the air that circulates within the vehicle. So this is the air that you're breathing. So it's extremely important to keep this clean. Alright, so we'll just pop this back in place, put our hinge pins in, and we are done. And that's it. If you're performing this job, just take your time and have fun, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.